Well, hello, everybody. We got detour number 2 with white station wagons. I swear, every time I have a plan in place, actually, it was good though, because I decided in order to go back to the whiteboard, I'm realizing how many people did not follow this from the beginning and don't know the connections of who's who and what's what and how it all laid out. So I've gone back in and I started clipping some clips and getting timestamps for the whiteboard discussion. So we'll probably, hopefully, if I get enough clipped today or laid out today, you guys know I'm anal about that stuff. I have to have it all laid out because I want it to tell a story on its own without me having to fill in many of the gaps, which I'm going to have to fill in a lot of gaps on this, but it's still important to me to have those clips. So hopefully we'll start that tomorrow. But today, the boys are back in town. The boys are back in town and they want to play games. So, since, that's kind of one of my favorite things to do is play with extreme conspiracy theorists that make zero sense, I figured I would. And I'm going to remind a few people of a few things because some of the best parts of yesterday's clip or yesterday's stream are in the very tail end of it. And people, if they don't watch the whole thing, are going to miss it. So I figured I'd throw them in the beginning here. And then we're going to talk about how misinformation flows through the cycles of the narrative pushers. Let's go. First and foremost, I have to apologize to you guys that my times have been completely abnormal. In another week and a half, I'll be back on like the noon, 11 to 1 o'clock in the afternoon, my time, which is like 4 o'clock Eastern, my standard times. However, my girls are on fall break, so we have been living life and doing things here. Kyle's out of town, working, all the things. So I appreciate you guys just popping up when I pop up because there's no plan ever. It's just when I fit it in, I pop up when Kenzie's got time to take over for me. She does. And by the way, somebody messaged me and asked how she was doing after surgery. She's healed up pretty well. She's been having quite a bit of pain and clotting, but other than that, she's doing really good. So thank you. There's actually been a few of you that have checked on her, and there's been so much going on. I forget. That was only like, what, 12 days, 14 days ago? I don't even know. Something like that. But she's doing great. Hey, Jolene. Hey, Rondi. Hey, Steph. Your tinfoil hat. You're definitely going to need it. Hey, Chopper. Hey, Bodie. Thor. Chopper. Cover the news, Chopper. Definitely cover the news. There's a whole lot there. I mean, you could parody the news with the misinformation really at this point. Hey, Tara. Round 2. Ding, ding. I think it feels probably like round 50 to some of these thin-skinned Leo bitches. Hey, Whispers. Hey, Janice. Hey, Lucia. Catherine. Hope for Snoopy. Rockbit. Good to see you. Hey, Chatty. Mystic. Tia Maria. Dirty French. Just Robin. Peppermint Tea. Forever Army. Trish. Out of tinfoil. Gonna have to... I don't know if raw dogging it's a good thing on this one. I'm not really sure. Do you have any reinforced metal? Maybe like colanders, spoons, just strap them all over to yourself. You're gonna need something because these guys just take it way too far. Hey Linda, hey Mal, hey Kathy, Teresa, hey Pika, hey Yup, hello Jill. I do come with a warning sign. Hey Feisty. Hey Woodrick, good to see you. Julie A. Yes, Mystic, it's fun. It's so weird because it's called fall break here and it's 111 degrees. Yes, Kyle's back at the mini cow farm. Yes, he is. Yep, they have another project that they're working on, so he flew up there. So we got home, Sunday night, Sunday afternoon. He left early Tuesday morning. So it's been a wild few days. Hey, Cambry. Poor guy has not been sleeping either. Hey, keep it moving, Petty. Hey, Chapped. You wrapped your whole truck into the pool? Oh, no. Hey, Hartley. Hartley, it's good to have you back. You are one of my favorite clip channels of all times. You guys, if you haven't checked out Hartley's channel, please do. Their overlays of clips are just amazing. Hey, Marcy. Hey, Maggie. And what's funny, Hartley, is it's not intentional that the mouth movements match up at times, but sometimes they do, and it just cracks me the hell up. Hey, Maggie. Donna, good to see you. Got your tinfoil on, Cammie? You'll see here in a minute. You know how we always talk about, hey, Cranky Pasta, sorry. Yeah, I was like, I'm fucking sitting here. I got all my clips pulled. Today we only got 6. We got 6 clips or 6 different streams to get through. Not all the way through, but 6 different timestamps that I want to get to for this one. So I had it all laid out and I was like, let's go. Your roof is metal. Does that count? You might need heavy duty. I mean, if you were fully in metal. By the way, for anybody in the eye of the storm or in the path of the storm, please be safe. I hope you guys are all doing okay. I know it's hitting pretty bad, and last night was pretty stressful for a lot of people. So thinking of you guys. I'll take my 111 degrees compared to hurricane season for sure. Took a stock and Reynolds wrap. Then you started hanging on YouTube, Camry. No, Thor. Nope. No, that's already been an offer on the table. I lived in Washington for quite some time, and this is Western Washington, south of Seattle, and I am not interested. Not interested. He'll probably just fly up every a couple weeks, every few months, which is weird for us because we're not used to being away from each other at all. So it's like we're very codependent. Hey, Skiff to my Lou. Hey, Steven's Adventures. Hey, Flower Nana. Oh, Cammie, I will. Hey, the Deflectionist. Your cat Shopper is going to cover the news. Oh gosh, that will be great. Shopper, I'm with it. Hey, Aries. Hey, Nature Rocks. Okay, Chapped. You stay safe out there. Hey, Miss Britt. Sure. Tell me some good news. Hey, Lilith. Hey, Peg. Metal bucket on your I'm not getting up for tinfoil. Okay. You've been warned. Everybody grab their helmets at least. Hey, Jennifer M. Call me the belt bandit. Oh my God. No. It's already starting. Okay. Let me get through these. Hey, let's be honest. Hey, Carrie. Hartley's always been one of my favorites. Yet. You lived in Seattle for 8 years. Yeah, it's crazy up there. Hey, Baby Bop. Welcome in. Hey, Kimberly. Well, unfortunately, I'm going to scare you some more because that's where we're going back. Good day from Australia. All right. Aries, I'm really sorry. I know you pay attention to a lot of that. That's got to be heavy. And then you had a funeral and a lot going on. So you got your first official speaking engagement where I get to teach middle schoolers how to implement disability inclusion in their school program. Miss Brittany, congrats. That's amazing. Hey, Moonlight View. That's incredible, Miss Britt. I'm really glad that now that is doing something proactive. That'll be awesome. That's very cool, Miss Britt. Hey, Joe. You know how hard it was to find that station wagon? Actually not. Google's my friend. That's really cool, Miss Britt. That's really cool. Hey, CK. Hey, Kelly Go Lightly the Felon. You guys in these name changes. Hey, is it Shaza? Another from Down Under. You guys in being Down Under. That is, I am jealous of that. Okay, there's one thing I'm jealous of. Australia's on my bucket list for sure. But so is Amsterdam too. Right, Kimberly? I actually learned how to drive in a Ford Escort station wagon. I learned how to drive stick shift in a Ford Escort station wagon. It was like a 1989 or something, but it was teal green. It wasn't white, so it couldn't have fit. Okay, everybody, buckle up. We're going in. All right, this all falls under fair use. This is based on my opinion only. What I hope you get out of this today is to watch the flow of misinformation. So we're going to take a little walk back in time. I'm going to take you guys into some new pieces, so it won't be redundancy from what you saw last night. We're going to kind of pick up on where it continued on and got even deeper into shit. But I'm going to remind a few people of who this is. So we're going to be talking today about CJ's crime concepts, whatever the fuck, evil CJ, that clown. And we're also going to be talking about Don B. Don B has been on my list for quite some time, but I have not decided to take the jump and leap into that. But we're going there today because that guy is just a train wreck of a train wreck. Like, I mean, I could just think of so many things to do besides push off misinformation in a missing child's case. I don't know. Anywho, Amsterdam's really dirty, really. Hey, Jem. Culinary Cookie. Nicole, Margot, go. Okay, we're going. I never get to see most of you. Hey, Miss Leah. Oh, and Trevor, if you see this, I went back and caught your comments that I was missing yesterday. Just so everybody knows, when I'm on my laptop and I'm sitting outside. So when I'm playing a video, I'm on another screen and don't see any of your comments. I'm not ignoring any of you. That's not how I work. But I don't like to spend a ton of time priming the pump and like doing all this fake inflation of like patting you guys on the back. I want to get in here, show you guys what I want to show you, and then have some conversations about it. But you guys carry the chat, and I appreciate you guys so much. But I'm not trying to ignore any of you. I just am on a different screen 99% of the time. So, hey, Susie Q. Oh, yeah, we're going to evil CJ. Miss Leah, you safe? You good? You got power and everything? Oh, CK. Well, you're going to see how this works. Okay, let's go. So we're going to start off here. And the reason why we're starting off with BJ, it's not really BJ that we're starting off with, but this happened on her panel. So this is from a month ago when Tony Mathis took panel to answer some questions. Now, Tony Mathis is going to talk about this cease and desist that we touched on last night, and we're going to touch on a little bit more today. So CJ was one of the original 6 that supposedly got these cease and desists from Seth. It's always been confusing. There's been a lot of misinformation around it, but I want you to hear what was said by Tony, who is, I guess, Seth's handler, you could call it, of sorts, on this date. And then we're going to look at CJ's C&D, and then we're going to go.
A lot of money to be spent.
You just gave me another question.
Mm-hmm.
I got to say this. First of all, I'm going to say this, Seth, if you hear this, I disagree with CJ getting the cease and desist. I don't think CJ should have been a part of that group. That's just my opinion.
Why? A
Put it
cease
out
and
there.
desist?
Seth
Who
put
is-
out some. CJ is
Who is CJ?
Crime Concepts with CJ, I think is his name.
Why would they say
One of
they
the
have
few
from
people
them?
that got a cease and desist.
Did
CJ,
you-
He's more involved in the Micah Miller case. And
Yeah.
Did,
he is
did
with
did you see that cease and desist with your own eyes?
no, I didn't. I just heard CJ say he got
It
one.
looked
Well,
it looked
listen-
very
listen-
it looked very
Li-
vague.
Listen to what we just talked about. about asking for receipts.
Right.
And-
Nana, he
and that-
did put it out there.
Mhm.
I thought
Yeah.
he shared it with
It
you
was
guys.
it was very vague, very vague. I didn't even believe it when I saw it. It didn't even look legal.
I can tell you right now, and I'm just going to leave it at that. The cease and desists that got sent out were not vague.
Okay.
Okay.
So before you, there was about
So Tony is attempting to kind of skirt around this. Brittany is saying she doesn't agree with CJ getting a cease and desist. CJ is definite that he got a cease and desist. He's shown a piece of paper. He's read it. How much further than this it goes? Do we know who actually sent him a cease and desist? I have no clue. But I thought it would be interesting for people to hear that Seth's own team kind of skirted around this.
5 creators that came out talking about they got cease and desists, and
Oh yeah.
the 5 that I heard talking about got cease and desist did not get cease and desists.
Really?
Yes.
The 5 he heard did not get that.
Man.
Now, I will say, when Seth came on my panel, he told us that the reason that he sent those out were there were people that were saying that he was a predator. I always said, hey, I'm all for free speech. I think creators should have their channels. But if you're calling
Angel Sleuth, I can't tell you who's lying, truly, because I've never seen, like, it's not in my hands to confirm it, and I wasn't the recipient of it. I couldn't tell you who he got one from, what this whole situation was, but I thought this was really interesting because you've got 2 liars that were supposed to decipher what is actually being said.
somebody the P word, that you're putting that person's life at risk, because that people will unalive
And nobody ever said that about CJ.
over that.
At least nobody over here has.
So,
I would just tell you that when I ask you the question, who is CJ, that should tell you everything you need to know.
Why would
Wow.
people say they got one if they didn't get one though?
Well, I can tell you that I personally,
Pepperminty, I know. Yeah, I know. They got something. Somebody sent them something according to what they showed. Where it came from, and you got to remember, this guy sat there and lied his ass off this entire panel. We went through and I debunked a lot of his lies in a pre-recorded video, laid it out, and used his own words to debunk some of his lies. So it's really hard to determine who's the liar in this situation, but here we are.
we listened to 5 different creators say that they got cease and desist, and not a one of the 5 that said they got them.
That's
Wow.
interesting.
wow.
That's crazy.
And I'm not going to say who they were. I'm just going to tell you that I heard 5 different content creators say that they got them and use it to turn it into a show.
And Seth, if you remember, and I'm going to show you that, Seth actually went on Brittany's panel to confirm, and he named a few of them that got them. He named that Clue, T-Rev757, and T-Rev's girlfriend, Michaela, had gotten them. He had sent them to them 3. He named them previously. So which one's not telling the truth? I think in this situation, it's Tony.
And they did not get one.
Well, can you?
I know I didn't get one.
I obviously would never ask you to disclose who did, but could you say the number of the true number of people that got one?
It is either 5. It is either 5 or 6. I'm not sure on whether
Okay.
it's 5 or 6. But
Oh, okay.
So y'all did send out 5 cease and desist, but you're saying
Actually, it was 6, according to Seth.
the people that claimed they got them really didn't.
there's a lot of people that claim that they got them that did not. Correct.
you
And the people
you
that-
can't say who got them, right?
No, ma'am. But I can tell
Okay.
you that the people that got them, there was very, very, very good reasons that they got them.
Okay, can you say who the ones aren't, or you just can't remember their names?
No, I'm not.
No,
gonna-
no, you cannot.
Yeah, he would rather just be extremely vague and play games to send people on this wild goose chase.
I'm not
Okay,
going
no.
to mention those. I mean, it's
Okay.
It's a bridge.
One thing I want to say right off the bat today too is please be very careful, you guys. There's a lot of rage baiting going on. There is intentional things that are being put out to rage bait people. People are falling for it, reposting shit that isn't even factual or doesn't belong to the people that they're saying it does. There is a lot of intensifying situations for the purpose of getting people to talk shit again and fall into this so there can be more victimhood gained, in my opinion. But if you just sit back and watch, there's a lot of things being intentionally done to get a reaction out of people. And we see this every time there's a distraction that's needed.
That's
No,
already,
that's fair.
we've
Yeah, no,
already come
that's fair.
across that bridge. I just don't want to go back over it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's okay. That's fine.
Okay, so he doesn't want to go back over it, but we'll go back over it. We'll go back to CJ's. All right, so I want to replay this part right here. So I'm going to open at 2 minutes and 15 seconds in. This is from CJ's Live talking about the cease and desist. We played a little bit of this last night, but some of you probably had already fallen asleep or checked out or weren't here. So I want you guys to make sure you hear this section for a reason. There's a reason I'm playing this because no matter what you think of Tony, CJ himself is a fool. And this, when you are out there searching for a child and this is your reaction to a cease and desist, I wouldn't want you searching for nobody.
Eyeballs that are going to see this that don't know our community, don't know me, and are going to think that I did some of this shit, you guys. It's disgusting. It really is. It's
Listen up.
disgusting
We got
because
this.
I bust my fucking ass off. I work my ass off to go out there and do everything that I'm doing. I work my ass off.
And one thing I will say is to anybody that is searching, thank God people are searching. I will say that. But that stops for me when they turn it into games like this and a self-serving promotion, bullshit, intensifying games, the lying, the constant fucking fuckery. Are you really out there searching, or are you looking to make yourself a victim and get attention? Because that's what it seems like to me. And to do it off the back of a missing child, people with good intent out there searching, hats off. But that's not all across the board.
This ain't right. This ain't right.
Don't know what kind of effect that has on a person's psyche. To know that I'm getting phone calls from law enforcement about me sending out cease and desist from my attorney, who is doing her job because she wants to make sure that people in the legal system know that these people do not represent me, and therefore they have been sent a cease and desist.
I never
So law
said I
enforcement
represented
did not
you.
want you to send out those letters?
I never said I
No, law enforcement has called me about it because everybody's up in arms that I sent out a cease and desist. Some of these people live right there in Sumner County. 3 of them do. T-Rev lives there. Klumati lives there. And so does T-Rev's girlfriend. I'm not even going to speak her name. She ain't worth it.
So we know 3 of the 6 right there. 3 of the 6 he just named. Tony, we just listened to say that 5 of those, or a bunch of the people that got them, weren't the ones. Well, we just confirmed out of Seth's own mouth that 3 of the people who claimed got them. Why is everybody lying?
Whoa. All 3 of them live there. And you know what? T-Rev has never showed up for a search. Oh, he bought hot dogs and buns. Appreciate it, buddy. I did.
Yeah, who was, hey, I have a question for you. I didn't bring hot dogs, but I was out there searching for your fucking son before it became a hot thing to do.
Notice how he terms that? Your effing son. Mystery, I've never been able to confirm that actually happened, that he paid her mortgage. I've never seen any proof of that whatsoever. I know where that got started, but there's zero proof.
before it became the hot thing to do to run around in circles and see the same foliage 20 minutes later. I was out there searching my ass off before anybody was out there trying to collect on all the fucking views. Go back. Go back in time. The tape's there. Go back to my first searches after Riley Strain's case. You can go back. We were out there searching our ass off before it was the cool thing to do. This is disgusting.
Didn't appreciate everything else you did, like taking a picture of me while I was in my recliner in my house.
No, what's disgusting is your actions and you wanting some sort of award for searching and calling the missing child his effing son. Again, his words, not mine.
Stepping into my sanctuary and violating my sanctuary. Because not only did you violate my sanctuary, but this is also my son's sanctuary.
What about my sanctuary? Because I barely even have one because I'm always in a fucking car or I'm always outside in the woods. So when I do come to my sanctuary for 2 fucking hours a night, I have to deal with this shit.
Your choice. You seem to think that this is your job, right? This has now became his full-time job to do these cases and exploit these cases. In my opinion, that's exactly what he's doing.
What about my sanctuary? The 2 hours I have to be able to sit back and go, instead, I have a headache because I have to deal with this shit.
I didn't appreciate that. Klumati showed up for, one search, only one search. And she acted all nice and friendly.
Mhm.
Introduced herself by her name, not by her, never once.
You notice how he never once says CJ? Look, if you guys have seen this already, notice how once he never says CJ. Why am I 1 of 6? Why were you not called out?
Told me that she was a YouTubist, none of that sort of stuff. But I treated her like a regular.
CJ is pissed because he expected Brittany to call Seth out at this point in time, and she didn't. I mean, anybody shocked by that? Nope. No.
Searcher.
trying
Hi,
to
thank
know
you. I appreciate your help. And then she turns around and plays, I want to be number 6 on, CP's list of marriage or whatever you want to call it. I don't care. People want to talk trash about me, but people want to look at me and tell me I'm trash.
Never
and
said
that
it.
I'm despicable because I
Never
have
said it.
an opinion.
Never
an
said it.
attitude.
Never
you
said
don't
it.
My son is missing.
Exactly.
Okay.
Mhm.
Nobody
said it.
who's never been in my position has the right to tell me anything.
Never said
All
it.
right.
I agree.
Those that do have been in this position, I've spoken to, and I get different opinions from other people. And people you need to get rid of this person on.
Okay, so again, just a quick reminder. So now you've seen Tony on Brittany's panel claiming that he didn't know who CJ was and trying to put doubt in people's heads about CJ getting a cease and desist. Now you've seen CJ back in June talking about him getting the cease and desist, which I do think he got. I have no reason to doubt that he didn't get a cease and desist. But now we're going to switch gears here for a moment because we're going to go. Actually, let me, because some of you weren't here last night. So let me catch some of you up right quick. So now we're going to go to the other day when they were out there. They have now gone back to search. Okay. We're back searching. Is that the one that I want? Trying to figure out which order I want to do this in is always the best. Okay. That's what we're going to do. We're going to go here. We'll go to this one and then we'll go to this one. Okay. We're going to go back to the 10-hour search. So last night I showed everybody, oh, hold on. I showed everybody where CJ had claimed while they were out there. Now they've returned to the search. About a month ago, they started searching again. We're going to watch them talk about that coming up too. But during this search, he did a 10-hour live stream. He is out there with narked divers. During that live stream, he claims that mysteriously his serpentine belt was sliced. You don't have to take my word for it. You can go back and see all of that build up and how that all broke down. You're going to hear him talk about it now. But I want you to see. So they talk about the serpentine belt being broken. All right, let's go.
This is
Turning closed captioning on again. Speeding them up.
this is awful. Thank you so much for being patient, everyone.
So this is about where we left off when they decide that they're finally huffing and puffing and have deep breathed, taken enough deep breaths. We got to listen to that for a long time last night about the belt. Now they're headed to the parts store to get the serpentine belt, just so everybody's aware. This was from a few days ago when they were out there on the ground searching. The whole white station wagon, for those of you that missed last night, you'll understand here coming up.
Can you hear us? It's a little muffly, but yes.
All right, we're heading to a parts store.
Headed to the parts store. Hey, traders.
And he said to just go to the teach section. Yeah, right. Like you got to have Secret Service security or something. Like you should have to have security. Or, that's the camera car. Oh, I'm gonna have a separate camera recording the whole time inside my vehicle. I was thinking about doing like dropping this one and using this one for to record inside. And I probably should have because I didn't even use it to record anything when we were doing that first part. So I'm just going to use that. And use the fisheye on it.
They'll
Basically covered.
Second.
Yeah. Or at least capture whatever it is. Excellent. I just hope it didn't ruin my damn engine.
I just hope it didn't ruin my damn engine, man. He's super dramatic about this whole situation. So they were out there searching. They'll start talking about it a little bit more here. Sorry, his audio is really bad. It's all the way up on my side. I'll mute and see if that helps.
Serpentine belt you don't play with. Yeah.
Miss Blue, thank you for the gifted memberships. Thank you so much. Welcome to the Cabana. Let me play a quick. I don't do this very. Oh, my dogs are going crazy. Let me play the Welcome to the Cabana song that I hardly ever play. Thank you guys for all the support and the memberships and stuff too. Recently, I've missed a few here and there. And again, thank you guys all for the support. It means so much. From the bottom of my black soul. Welcome to the jungle. We got fun and games. All right, let's go on.
Sound like real quiet. So angry, dude. I just want to say a whole bunch of expletives. Just go off, man. You know, and it's a good thing when we met up this morning. You're like, hey, should we drive separate or in one? It's like, maybe we should drive separate that way. Okay. I was thinking if something happened, that way one of us could get more. It's a good thing we did, dude, because one of us been over it. Yeah, maybe something. You know, the whole thing like happens once. So okay.
Okay, the funniest thing just happened. DoorDash just brought flowers and chocolates to our house. Kenzie's trying to figure out if it's even ours. We have no idea. There's no card, no note, no nothing. So Kenzie's now, she doesn't know. We're not really sure what's going on here. So, but somebody sent a beautiful bouquet of flowers and some chocolates to our house. That's why the dogs are working.
It is what it is. With life, they call for similarities. Usually happens with goodness. You're right.
It's probably Kenzie's boyfriend, I'm assuming. We don't know. I have no idea who it is, though. But it's just the funniest thing because she's like, Mom? And I'm like, I don't know. And no, it's nobody's birthday or anniversary.
Yeah, I see the info guidance. I'll send. Unfortunately, we were too far away to get a make, model, or even a plate.
Okay.
I'm trying to think if I even got it on camera. I don't think I did, but I could definitely. I'll type up something. That's weird. I never see them even like go do anything. No.
Okay, that's the important part right there. I'm going to go back again so you guys can hear that in full concept. Sorry to distract with that. It's just funny when shit like that happens because we're all like, I don't know what the hell's going on here. Okay, pay attention. I know it's hard to hear, but pay attention again. The closed captioning is on. He's saying he didn't get a make or model. That's important. That's where we're going to head next. They're on the way to the clothes store.
Yeah, I see the info guidance. I'll send. Unfortunately, we were too far away to get a make, model, or even a plate.
Okay.
I'm trying to think if I even got it on camera. I don't think I did. But I could definitely.
I can't move that comment because it's on his stream. They've got it pinned on their stream. So they've pinned the comment on their stream, so I can't move it or anything. Sorry, guys.
I'll type up something.
That's weird. I never see them even like go do anything.
No. They didn't get out.
The crazy part about all this is so they're saying they didn't see it, right? They said in the last night's stream that it was a white station wagon. That's the description that they gave last night in the part that we watched. Now, but we know they didn't catch it on camera. They've got multiple cameras going as they're doing all of this. They stream everything live. They watched this person, but they didn't capture it on any other camera, just any footage. But now he's going to type something up about this vehicle. His chat is going sideways about trying to get this information over to Nick's team to get Nick to run a license plate. How do you run a license plate if you don't see the car?
It was almost like they were like a lookout because
it was almost like they were like a lookout.
They were at the top of the hill as far as you could go on that road before it turns and goes back down. And
Quinny, exactly. Thank you for searching, but this whole weird fucking competition, and every time he's out there, there's some weird bullshit. And I want you guys to see how this misinformation has turned into what it has today.
When they drove through the first time, they didn't go to that part. There's like a turn that you can go on before you get to that part. So they didn't. They went on that turn before they were on the top of the hill, and so they went up to the top of the hill. That's another like. So it almost was like I swear to God, they're probably a lookout, man.
I swear to God, they were probably like a lookout man. Now, mind you, they're not the only ones out there in this area searching. There's other people searching. While they were dealing with the car stuff yesterday, they were talking people, 2 different vehicles pulled up. One, we think the name was Don or Ron or something. I think it was Ron that they talked to that like pulled up and he introduced himself. We heard that. And then some other guy drove by and he was talking to them. So it's not like they're in the middle of nowhere while this goes on either. Diana, thank you for being here for 3 months. Yeah, this guy's a clown in my opinion. It's just all weird, but it just keeps going.
They're going in this direction. You got time. I'll let you, let me know if they're walking back this way. Kind of BS.
It does make sense.
Right? Where the dude was sitting at. It's like he's a lookout. All right, they're coming back this way. But shoot, when we last seen him, we still searched for
Towards the beginning.
a good,
Like the very beginning.
yeah, a good 45 minutes after we seen him.
Yep.
Sit on the left.
Oh, he did. Up on the right.
So Guidance, who everybody should know who that is a mod of BHB, Spanky, and all of that group of, people. She's in the chat of CJ's, and I just put it on the screen so you guys can see it. You might have to zoom in. But she says, tell CJ, send me those coordinates, please. And yesterday we were watching her say that she was texting with Nick's team. She needed all the info so they could run plates and stuff. What? They couldn't even, besides a white station wagon, they didn't even get a look at the vehicle. But now they want the coordinates.
Let me put it in
The belt bandits on the loose again. They're in the chat. Everybody hold on to your belts.
Oh, there's still a little bit of way. Yeah.
All right. Next thing Guidance says is KMAC. My assumption is they already followed CJ in the past. So one would assume they know his car. Amping up the audience, and everybody is donating, of course. And, please send money so he can get a belt. This part is, I'll be really generous today. It's under $100 for a little car like his. Okay. It is what it is.
Okay, so I am just going to start some more contributions and then I'll just get them all together in one.
I don't know. I have a hard time. Hold on 1 second. Go ahead.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, go ahead and say that again.
Well, I'm just getting all of the contributions together because a lot of them are Cash Apps. So I'm just going to go through and check I didn't miss any stars, and then I'll have them in a bunch for you, just to let you know.
Isn't
Sorry,
this
everyone.
exciting? It's so dramatic.
Just quickly getting through emails, and now I'm getting to contributions. Thank you so much for being patient, everyone.
It's just embarrassing that this happens. But just wait. It's going to get fun. The grift is real, for sure. Hey, everybody coming in. Thanks for hanging out with us this Friday afternoon, evening. Hartley.
I can see a bunch more emails coming through. I'll get to those shortly, guys.
Somebody in the chat even says, hey, CJ, check for your catalytic converter, too. The bullshit. We're going to speed it up. They're on their way to the parts store. Somebody else says, so the catalytic converter. Yes, I didn't think about that earlier. Holy shit.
CJ, can you hear me? Do you have a moment to for me to go through the contributions just so that you know what you have? Or
we're actually getting ready to go into the parts store here real quick.
Ta-da! They're already at the parts store. I mean, that took a whole couple minutes to get to the parts store. So they're not like out in a remote area 30 miles out of town on a switchback mountain road with no service either. Think about that. They were able to live stream and keep cell service the entire time. So wherever they're doing this from isn't this crazy. I mean, holy shit. You would think that these people have never been in the mountains before, the way they act about how remote these areas are that they're searching at times. Somebody says, oh my God. Guidance, that is concerning. Yeah, I think they will need a lookout moving forward. A lookout for the serpentine belt bandit.
Just give me a few minutes. Oh, sorry, the audio. I'm sorry. Just give me a few minutes. I'll be right back.
He's got to go get the. Mac, I'm not sure what the deal is there. She is a beautiful girl, but beauty's only so deep. I mean, she's very polite and very kind, but why are you hanging?
Thank you all for your emails as well. I just got a few of them. Thank you.
Belt Bandit, I think we found you a job. Maybe you could be their lookout. Dexter's like, Mom, I want to come out there with you. Nobody, it's too hot.
You too, Danny. Very nice to meet you.
Oh my God. One of the comments says he was being followed there before when he was searching. That's why he had to stop giving out locations for safety reasons. Let's speed it up more.
I know. It's like literally when people are just like doing nothing but trying to help, and then this kind of thing happens.
It's a belt. It's
okay, thanks, troopers. And thank you everyone for the support and the advice. It's gone through the Discord. Just so that they can read a little bit more like more focused.
And of course, in the chat starts the comments. It's disgusting that someone or a group of people don't want this kid found. I don't know anybody that doesn't want Sebastian found, truly. Like, that's the most ridiculous thing I've ever heard. All three parents and extended family wants Sebastian found. To continue to say that is just disgusting, but it's pushing a narrative. There's nobody that doesn't want Sebastian found, in my opinion. Calling people to the carpet on their fucking bullshit, disgusting, exploitive, opportunistic ways has nothing to do with wanting Sebastian found at all. And people just can't get that.
Thanks, Mac. But that's, that's part of it as well. Making sure that nobody feels neglected in chat. That's why I'm here.
They are really pushing that. Rose, please have CJ check for the catalytic converter. People steal these every day. Like, this is just unbelievable. All right, we'll come back to that. But I want to take you guys over here. So this is today. So we heard last night that a white station wagon potentially just reached up there, was in the area. They were possibly a lookout. His serpentine belt. They did this whole conspiracy over somebody just reached up there and snatched his serpentine belt off, whole dramatic thing. If you want to see that, you can go back. I will actually take you through some of that. So in real time today, this is where we are. This is Don B, the wonder himself.
All right, guys, welcome back. Going to be talking today about Sebastian Rogers and the harassment that's been going on in the case.
The harassment that's been going on the case. Oh, by the way, I have a couple more streams to show you of how, before we got to this point, the lead up to the misinformation flow through the YouTube.
So let's talk a little bit about that. And by the way, I hope you guys are doing good, staying safe if you are in the path of the hurricane and all the rain that's coming with it. So hope you're staying safe.
Oh, just remember here, whoever said that they could have endangered somebody in a white station wagon, just wait. In this stream today, you're going to see two different types of white vehicles that they're putting out there. Okay.
So yeah, a lot of harassment's been coming along with it.
Hey, Arctic.
The Cajun Navy, I guess, got death threats. Dog bounty hunters received numerous people have received death threats.
0 that have been confirmed or shown proof of. Again, take it for what it is. We've heard people say that, but 0 proof has been shown. United Cajun Navy called in a report to Davidson County in Nashville when they were there. What was actually said, up in the air.
In the case, and just various other forms of harassment. So that being said, I think there was even a YouTuber recently, CJ something another, CJ.
Dipshit.
Sound like he had his serpentine belt cut off of his vehicle when he was like doing a search for Sebastian. So
we're just going to take it a whole other level, right? Why the fuck not? This is how misinformation and conspiracies get legs. Let's go.
What I want you guys to pay attention to, I want to show you a vehicle, and pay attention if you're out, if you're, doing searches, you've received threats, stuff's happening to your vehicles, vandalism, whatever.
And if anybody is new here to CJ and this whole thing, so months ago when he first started searching on the ground for Sebastian Rogers, before he got the cease and desist and made a huge, crybaby fit about it, he was claiming that a gold SUV was following him around. But the man that's streaming nonstop never got a picture of this gold SUV.
Got a vehicle description.
Oh,
got a vehicle description.
We got a vehicle description. So CJ, we have heard, and I'll take you guys back a little bit further today too. And I'm going to take you guys to another stream that shows exactly what CJ said. But I want you guys to know where this is at today. So we got a vehicle description. Just wait.
Trying to get a tag number. I don't know how successful we're going to be at that, but
how are you going to get a tag number off of a vehicle that they didn't even have a good view of?
I got a vehicle description that may be associated with some of the harassment going on in the Sebastian Rogers case. So let me show this vehicle to you guys.
So now disregard this vehicle. It's got an out-of-state plate.
So there you go. It is apparently like around a 2009 GMC Acadia.
That doesn't look like a white station wagon to me. So they're inciting people to think that somebody, right? Not a station wagon. National Lampoons didn't drive that. But just wait, it gets even better. Because CJ actually pulled up a video or a picture of what he thought he saw.
White in color.
And it wasn't that.
Maybe cream. So if you see this vehicle, like following you, just acting suspicious around you while you're doing anything with the Sebastian Rogers case, definitely report it to the police. So just be on the lookout, guys. Be on the lookout because, like I said, we're trying to retrieve a tag number. Don't know how good we're going to be at getting that. I think we're going to be pretty successful at getting that. But this vehicle may be related to some possible stalking. And
How are they going to get a plate number? How? Anybody figure this out? Oh, it's going to get even more confusing.
And other
Not his, but when I show you how this got to this point,
forms of harassment that's been associated with the case. So I just wanted to throw this out there to you guys. Investigation is still ongoing.
Investigation is still ongoing. Oh my God, these clowns.
Just tell you that. So if you see this vehicle, just be careful. Be careful. Don't know where this vehicle is going to end up at. It does look like it's got a Tennessee tag on it, but just can't make out the numbers. It is a Tennessee vehicle, more likely. So just be careful, guys. Like I said, there's an investigation being done into the vehicle, and
so they went and took a picture of somebody's vehicle.
We'll see what comes of it. So anyway, stay safe, and I'll be back on here at 9 p.m. with a live stream. So hope.
Yippee! More misinformation. All right, let me take you back to where CJ actually talks about it being a white station wagon. Here you go. Let me share this tab. Okay, we're going back to that search. Hold on. Here you go.
KP was just urging you to definitely make a report with the description of the vehicle that you saw earlier.
I don't even. It's a 4-door station wagon. I don't even know.
Okay, just
what kind of make or model, or I couldn't tell you. We were already in the woods when it came by. It just looked.
We were already in the woods when it came by. There's the station wagon, and he said it was white earlier. I can go back further too. All right, but I'm going to take you another place here. Okay, so this was the stream after that 10-hour stream. Him and Narked got home, and they decided to do a follow-up stream. So let's take a look at this and see what they have to say.
Oh, I can't wait. You look at the live, it's like, oh, you missed a lot.
Yeah. This could be interesting, man. I haven't even checked it out yet. I need to have my eyes checked. What happened, Peyton? What happened?
Thank you
for being Trey. Paula McComb, what's up? I'll worry about everyone. Yeah. Me too. It's just it doesn't make sense, you're trying to help, and who would, if it was my worst enemy.
Who would have thought?
Right. It's crazy.
These guys are really good at the dramatics.
What a day. Thank you so much, Sussbusters. A lot of. That's what I'm saying, man. Like, it's like, oh, I missed it, man. I missed the last few months that we've been gone because of stuff outside of our control.
Yeah, we've been wanting to do this for quite a while.
It felt good, man, because I'll just say it felt good. I'll just say it felt good.
Well, it was nice because we were wanting to give it our all, and when we do start to clear areas and search areas, it's not
that 10-hour stream of them searching was them giving it their all.
Not like us to just stop. Like when we say we're going to clear and search an area, we want to search everywhere that we possibly can. And normally we can do that, but I don't know. It's been hard for some reason.
It doesn't make sense, but we got a lot more.
I've searched for people. I don't want to start the whole speculation game, but I've searched for grown adults.
And I just want to remind everybody too, they are in that initial, Penny, I can see you. Initial search area, that 5-mile radius from the house. They are within that EquiSearch. All of the heavy law enforcement searches, yes, things get missed, but I want to remind everybody that they are acting like they're the first ones to search these areas, and that's just not true either.
That where even the police are saying, hey, look, it is foul play. and we don't get any threats from the person that they're looking at, like, ever. And they know we're out there searching for them. I don't know, just weird.
Hey, the real angel.
Very, very, very. The guy didn't. Well, nobody said anything.
Yeah, it was more of
and
a sneaky person or a
my
coward, I would say.
yeah, my serpentine belt magically disappeared.
His serpentine belt magically disappeared. All right. Well, let's let them take us on the journey of what kind of car they said it was.
And I showed you guys on the stream too, because I was like, I ain't fucking playing. Like, I took
No,
the
he's
camera.
gone.
I showed you. Look, the belt's gone.
I took a picture just in case. I was like, I'm taking a picture.
The belt is gone. We're like, then Trey went and looked for it. We didn't drive that much.
We went a very short. So from the time that you had issues and then you didn't go anywhere, really?
We basically, no. I mean, because we even pulled in here. We drove down this road. We drove all the way down to here, and then it had like a fenced-in locked gate. So we're like, oh shit. Well, okay, because it was supposed to be an access road. So then we turn around, and then we're driving this way. Everything's fine. We come back down here. We go to here. We park right here. Everything's fine. Nothing's wrong. Then all of a sudden, we go to leave after that guy was doing all that weird shit, and then all of a sudden,
the guy was doing all that weird shit by driving up and down a road. That's weird shit these days. It was so weird they didn't even catch it on camera.
Yeah.
All of a sudden, something's weird with my car. I'm like, something ain't right. It's like my tire's flat or my power steering went out or something. And then so we were, I backed up. I drove up here, backed up, drove forward to get some footage of this area right here with my GoPro side.
Katie, they did show where the serpentine belt was missing. He did show that full screen, so everybody knew the belt was missing. I mean, belts snap.
Cam, and then as I'm driving here, all of a sudden it's like, geez, something's up with the car. Something don't seem right. And then we get here, and all of a sudden my lights are going ting, 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 and I'm like, oh my gosh, what the hell? And then we just literally pull over and park in a parking spot.
Pull over and pull into a parking spot. I mean, that's how remote they were, such a dramatic episode. They could have Ubered to the parts store, like they could have called AAA, but the chat was so riled up over this missing serpentine belt and, somebody doing it to him. They sent information that they didn't even have to Nick's team. And now it's gotten to the point where Don B is out here putting vehicles out here from somebody's driveway that isn't the description of what CJ even claimed he saw. But sure, okay, this is how we all get here. Yep. Oh, okay.
And
the voices you are hearing, KCG, are CJ's and narked divers.
That's when pop the hood. Your belt's gone, bro.
What? Yeah, well, I said, pop your hood. We'll check out your power steering pump. I was thinking it might need, your fluid may need taken out, and we could just put some new fluid in it. Like, it'd probably be good, or check it for shavings. And we popped it, and I went to look for the power steering reservoir, and I look, and I'm like, what the heck? Like, the belt's gone.
Yeah. Thank you, guidance. Yeah. So I don't know. It just disappeared. I'm not saying the dude that was up at the top of this hill when we were all the way over here.
We can't say 190% that was the person or whatever, but we've had some just some weird things happen. I've drove some beaters. I don't know. It's just weird, man. That's all I can say at this time.
This whole weird, dude. This whole spot was weird, man.
Weird, adding to the whole narrative.
Like, just there's
your guys' behavior, in my opinion, is what's fucking weird.
I don't know what it is, man. I mean, and then we were hearing gunshots over here.
The gunshots, and I was like, I hear a car door.
Right there, we were hearing.
They're in the fucking middle of Tennessee. From what I've understood, that's kind of a common thing to hear gunshots in Tennessee. I don't know about you guys, but
doors, car doors. We were hearing car doors way over right here. See that big circle? That's where we were hearing car doors, but we were right here in this area. I was like, what? And then over here, there was somebody walking around.
You could hear someone turn the master switch on one of those school buses.
Yeah.
And you hear the like the hum, and they never started it.
Yeah, there's a lot of creepies even before.
Could it have been the bus driver's car doors when he got out before he started the bus? Could it have been the bus driver that pulled up to start the bus that you heard the car doors of? I mean, common sense would lead you to.
Or at this pond, gunshots going off over here.
Dude, that pond had a million snapping turtles in it.
Up over there. It's just a lot of weird stuff. Appreciate it, you guys. So let me.
Ghost, I have been working on trying to figure that out so diligently. The gifted membership thing. I think I have to only have one tier under $5. I think that's what it is. I have to work on it more, but we've been looking into that because that was the intent, was the gifted membership should be the $199 tier. But I've been working on that. If any of my creator friends know, let me know, because I will definitely do something to figure that out, because that's what we've been working on. We talked about it a while ago too, and still haven't been able to figure it out.
Sorry.
Oh, go ahead. No, go ahead.
Not just like put a target on anyone. Just
but thank you for that.
That's the thing. We don't, man. It was a white SUV. I know that for sure.
Is that correct, boy?
What
like
about,
I said, we can't say that they did or didn't.
What about I'm trying to think. There was another one.
Duchess, I'll call you. Voices says that's correct too. Okay, then I'll bump the other one. Okay, thank you guys. Sorry, not to distract, but that was something we talked about before.
I'm sorry, guys. I'm so tired. I'm like gonna be loopy and I ain't gonna remember.
I'm the same, buddy.
Like my brain is mush. But I'm here to hang out. We're gonna check out some footage here. I want you guys to see it. Let me see here. Thank you all for hopping in. Thank you guys for your support and your energy. Baby.
Thank you, Voices.
Passing out her toy. Serpentine belts don't just poof. No, they don't.
Exactly.
And it was only 3 months old too.
So his mom in the chats earlier that day said it was 2 months old. Now he's saying it's 3 months old.
Like, it was only 3 months old. And it was gone. We looked all over the freaking car inside. What is she doing? I hear something. Hey.
All right, hold on. He's gonna get to the fun part here. Let's.
Sorry.
So
I hear her going nuts.
They lead up.
She's probably mad.
Station wagon. No, she slept all day.
Oh no,
she slept all day.
Yeah, it's like a wagon, like a hatch wagon.
Yeah, 4 doors.
4-door.
I mean, it was
wagon.
It was a Subaru, but I can't tell you.
Somebody brought up another car, and I can't remember what it was.
So Narc Diver says it's a Subaru.
Honda. What was it? Come here, baby. Hey. She's having too much fun.
I want you guys to hear that they don't have a fucking clue, really, what they saw. It was a white station wagon to begin with. Now it's a Subaru, a hatchback. And today, Don B says it's a GMC Arcadia.
Thank you so much. Yeah, Kitty is fully energized, right? Right at the right. Oh, my Lord. Do you hear her? Maybe, hopefully you don't, because that is loud. Contribution, call out Vivian.
All right, I'm going to fast forward it because we're going to look at the vehicles they pulled out. All right, here we go.
From here?
Pretty big station wagon, though.
Huh?
I said it seemed like there's a pretty big station wagon.
We're back to it's a pretty big station wagon again.
Here.
I don't know. Just said that like
this is the Prius. I don't think it was this.
No.
I don't think it was that.
A station wagon to a Prius. That's fits, right? Yeah, okay.
I've been like a 2017 or 2018 Subaru, like a Outback or I don't know. There's so many different ones. I'm not familiar with Subarus.
Can somebody change their alt's name to white station wagon, please? And thank you. We got a belt bandit now. We need the white station wagon to run around because, well, actually probably don't, because you'll probably be blamed for being the belt bandit snatcher. So maybe not.
Sure, maybe. Here,
or Forester, yeah.
It is disappointing, Sane. It is disappointing. It was OJ. Knock it off. Maggie. Yeah, Sheila, it is. You muted before all of this happened, and that is totally out of his norm.
Well, here's a Forester. I don't know if it was a Forester because
No,
it
it had like the
wasn't
that tall back end. I don't know if that
It's
makes
not
sense.
Cobra.
Let me just type in 4-door station wagon.
Revival, it's so good to see you back.
2015.
It had like the, I don't want to say plastic, like like the back top. There,
I just looked up 2015 station wagon.
there it is.
What?
That the right top right.
There it
The
is.
gray
Right
one.
here.
There's B.
If you get the back end view.
Subaru Outback.
Yeah, because it had those like not handles, but
And right here it was raised up.
yeah, at the top is what's getting me. On the corner, the top corner. Off the no, anyway, the top.
So we went from they were in the woods and couldn't really make it out to parts were raised up. This was there, that was there. Okay. It's amazing how much the story is changing.
The car, like that back
Oh, Dexter.
glass. Looks very similar. Could have swore there was like more plastic around the bumper or something.
I thought there was
And remember, they both had cameras rolling, multiple rolling, and didn't get a picture of this car.
plastic, right? I thought
Yeah,
there was
that's
like
what
right there. It was like a piece of tan or something. Plastic.
That's what I was
or something, right?
trying to say. But it was white.
What is this
There's
again?
definitely like plastic points.
Pam, it's deep. fuck.
Subaru Outback.
If you are in Tennessee and drive a white car of any sort, because we have just gone all over the place now, a white station wagon, a white SUV, a Prius, anything white, be careful because they're coming for you because they think you're a belt snatcher or a lookout for a belt snatcher.
I think this is it, right?
Timu, it is.
Wait.
It's some deep fuckery. Right? Angel of Virtue? Mm-hmm.
That's it.
That's it now.
Yeah, because it had the Rex. That's what it was.
That's it.
This is the 2018. I'm wondering if it is even newer than that. Let me see.
Oh, they're going newer. Well, Don B said it was a 2009 GMC Arcadia. But these guys are going newer. How did we get there?
It could have been. I could have swore the back end was like, it was goofy. I hate to say it like that, but
Good.
the back end like stuck up.
There's not that much change in the.
Isn't this fucking ridiculous?
Let me go newer.
It could have been newer.
It doesn't. There's not much change in them.
And this guy thinks that any of us are going to take him seriously. This guy who, when he got sent a cease and desist, let's go back here for just one quick moment because I see a lot of new friends came in the chat. This guy who, when he got the cease and desist, said this to Seth Rogers.
Right. This ain't right.
Don't know what kind of effect that has on a person's psyche to know that I'm getting phone calls from law enforcement about me sending out cease and desist from my attorney who is doing her job because she wants to make sure that people in the legal system know that these people do not represent me and therefore they have been sent a cease and desist.
I never
So law
said I
enforcement
represented.
did not want you to send out those letters?
I never said I.
No, law enforcement has called me about it because everybody's up in arms that I sent out a cease and desist. Some of these people live right there in Sumner County. 3 of them do. T-Rev lives there. Klumati lives there. And so does T-Rev's girlfriend. I'm not even going to speak her name. She ain't worth it. Whoa. All 3 of them live there. And you know what? T-Rev has never showed up for a search. Oh, he bought hot dogs and buns.
Pay attention.
Appreciate it, buddy. I did.
Yeah, who was? Hey, I have a question for you. I didn't bring hot dogs, but I was out there searching for your fucking son before it became a hot thing to do. before it became the hot thing to do to run around in circles and see the same foliage 20 minutes later.
I was out there searching for your fucking son, is what he says in response to getting sent a cease and desist, his words, not mine, about a missing child. That's his response to getting a cease and desist from Seth. I was out there searching for your effing child. CJ, keep talking all that shit. I'll just keep using your own fucking words to show everybody what you are. Yeah, this is the guy. Let's go back to this one. Just a reminder who he is. And yeah, Tony played games with the whole C&D thing too. We watched that in the beginning.
It's like you're buying the same vehicle.
Yeah.
Now this one looks more sporty. So this is a 2022 Subaru. That one looks too sporty compared to the one. It was like a grandpa. It wasn't like sporty. Man. I'm trying to think. Dodge Journey? I don't know. I've never seen one of those before. And you know what? Hold on a minute.
You get a video of it?
Let me just go to it. Maybe we did. Maybe I did turn around or something. Here, we'll go ahead and switch the.
Because I watched through it. I was trying to.
Nope, they didn't.
Wanted to get to. How in the hell? It's like this tree's connected to the.
Oh, they got.
I'm just gonna have to remember. Nope, that's too far. Thorns on them things. It looks
Let's
like
fast forward.
Interesting.
Yeah,
that's weird.
Yeah, he was the one that drove by real slow.
Hold on.
Go ahead. Sorry, man.
You're good. For everybody that's just now joining, we are looking for Sebastian Rogers. We didn't get the title. If you're new to the channels,
Shelby, thank you for your support. I couldn't help it with the station wagon. I couldn't resist.
just going through some areas that obviously haven't been searched. As far as any paths or anything like that.
Wanted to get to really.
I can't believe how much traffic is back here.
I can't believe how much traffic is back here. This is while they were searching, right? Before the serpentine belt broke.
That dude's creeping again behind us to the left.
Oh, wow.
That dude's creeping again behind us to the left.
They coming this way?
No, he's just chilling in the car.
But they can see him, but they don't pan around and see him.
Acting busy.
Yeah. Well, he drove by first and didn't stop, and then now he's at the very edge and he basically stopped. He didn't get out of it. He's just watching.
Interesting.
Yeah.
That's weird.
Hey, Granny.
Yeah, he was the one that drove by real slow like 10 minutes ago.
Oh.
But he kept driving. He didn't stop. He just kept driving down the road.
Just kept driving.
He came back and he's parked at the top of the road now, just sitting there.
He just
Parked at the top of the road now, just sitting there, but they don't have any visuals on camera of him.
kind of opens up in here.
Yeah, we didn't get it.
Oh. Yep. Once again.
But again, it just seemed like somebody was. At first, it seemed like somebody was going to go to visit a cemetery or something. It was
That's what
just
I thought.
kind of dude's creeping. I mean, that was it. He was going by slow.
He was going by slow, but then magically it turned into he was definitely a lookout for somebody. He was acting like a lookout for somebody. Somebody reached up there and snatched your serpentine belt off.
But when we get to that spot, it's like, oh, wait a minute. But
I love when people do this shit.
Yeah, because we were even more out of sight.
I'm happy.
we'll have to try and figure out what that car was.
I think that's it. I just could have swore the back end was pointer or something in the back. I don't know.
Like rounded or something.
Yeah, like almost like the hatch. But like Like where the taillights are, it's almost like stuck out at an angle or something.
Mm-hmm.
Or like past the hatch. There we go.
These guys are clowns.
And
This
this
is
is like
clown
a
behavior. Complete clown behavior.
2015.
Oh, we
It
got
did
another,
look more like this.
we got another one. Hold on.
What year is that one?
2018.
Let's
It's a little bit newer.
speed them up.
I remember I was.
Nope. They're not.
I don't know. Wait, hold on. Let me play it a little more. Maybe we stopped and then.
From my understanding, unless he just recently got SAR certified, CJ is not SAR certified whatsoever. Not whatsoever. Narked is. Narked is a certified diver, previous law enforcement. It just blows my mind that Trey goes along with this shit. Like, it really bothers me because Trey is trained. Like, he seems like such a good dude, and I just don't know how he goes along with this bullshit.
I don't know. I know that I was looking at it, but it might have been when I was taking my drink of water and I walked up and I seen him and I just sat there drinking my water. I don't know. Let me see. I'll just let it play for a few more. No, because after I picked up my camera, then we started working on that one that kind of split.
This is 1.5 times speed. Hello? You there? Did Spanky take over? Hello? Trolling for memory of what car you're going to say it is next? Hello?
Oh, shoot. I thought it was.
I could do a deep thoughts with CJ tonight because there's some fucking epic deep thoughts with him, and he was triggered last night.
I thought we were watching this. My bad. I'm sitting here.
Odd job.
My bad. I'm sitting here watching this video going, okay, now let me see if we did this or this. I'm sorry. And then I look up and I'm like, oh, we're looking at Subaru still. My bad. I'm just trying to see if we did. I don't.
You can see the road in Trey's camera right there.
Do you remember looking at it? Like,
I looked at it, but I don't remember tilting the camera that way. I remember stopping. I look. I'm just like, huh.
maybe it was when I was drinking my water then, because I come back and I pick it up and then we just go right to the next one. You sure it wasn't the Honda Civic? Honda Civic? Oh, we looked up a Prius. Hold on.
The road on Trey's screen.
But it was a station wagon.
Yeah, it was a wagon for sure.
Yeah. Yeah.
A wagon for sure.
It,
Now he's going back around.
wait a minute. A tourer.
Oh, they got another one.
Is it going to show the picture?
I'm sure we're going to see the vehicle on the ground.
Where's the picture?
I'm sure we're about to. It's
That's not
about to just poof. Here we are.
2016.
I don't know, Granny. That's a good question. I don't know who drives the white.
What about that? Oh, we're covering it up.
Oh,
It went all the way to the right.
I've never even seen that car.
Narked Diver seems like a great person. Like, I have nothing bad to say. I just can't understand how he goes along with this stuff and buys into it and helps. I don't get it. But again, thank you for his service. I know he's got previous law enforcement or something experience. Like, he has a lot of credibility, that guy. But associated with this clown who constantly is doing this shit.
Oh, it's not even. So should Honda make it? Oh, then it doesn't. I
Like,
just
I've
typed in station wagon because I'm like, I don't know what Honda station wagon.
I was like, I've never seen that car before in my life. Should they make it? Jesus.
Oh shit! Yeah, look. Should they make it? Honda Civic Tourer. I was like, oh, that's cool looking.
I'm not gonna lie. I would
Should
drive
Honda
that.
make it?
Now we got a
They just put a
minivan.
station wagon butt on it.
I think they should.
I don't know. I'll have to look. I'm gonna start looking up just station wagons, and it's got to be somewhere. But I'm thinking,
Oh,
where did it go? I got rid of it already.
They couldn't make out what the vehicle was, but now today we got Don B. Let's go back here for a second, just for anybody that wonders how this story has progressed through YouTube.
Welcome back. Going to be talking today about Sebastian Rogers and the harassment that's been going on in the case. So let's talk a little bit about that. And by the way, I hope you guys are doing good, staying safe.
I like to make sure everybody's got the full wrap up of why this is important.
If you are in the path of the hurricane and all the rain that's coming with it. So hope you're staying safe.
Now, please take into account this vehicle that he's showing. Nothing, like, they don't even know what fucking kind of car it is. Obviously, you've seen that numerous times.
So yeah, a lot of harassment's been coming along with it. The Cajun Navy, I guess, got death threats. Dog bounty hunters received numerous people have received death threats in the case, and just
none of them have been proven again.
Various other forms of harassment. So that being said, I think there was even a YouTuber recently, CJ something another, CJ. Sounded like he had his serpentine belt cut off of his vehicle when he was like doing a search for Sebastian. What I want you guys to pay attention to, I want to show you a vehicle, and pay attention if you're out, if you're, doing searches, you've received threats, stuff's happening to your vehicles, vandalism, whatever. Got a vehicle description. Got a vehicle description.
Now we got a vehicle description.
Trying to get a tag number. I don't know how successful we're going to be at that, but
Trying to get a fucking tag number.
got a vehicle description that may be associated with some of the harassment going on in the Sebastian Rogers case. So let me show this vehicle to you guys.
Oh, make it make sense.
So there you go. It is apparently like around a 2009 GMC Acadia.
Yeah, now we got a 2009 GMC Acadia. Make this fucking make sense, people. And by the way, let me go over here. Clue had a thumbnail last night, and I'm sharing this for transparency purposes. They came across a vehicle in the woods. Clue came across a vehicle in the woods. They got it on camera. It is a wrecked vehicle that had obviously something had happened to it. Nothing to do with this situation. Completely different situation. Nothing to do with it. But just for full transparency, that is a vehicle they came across in the woods that's wrecked. Very different situation. That's just to clear that up, because that was her thumbnail last night. I don't know if it had a belt. Was that belt snatched out? I don't know.
White in color, maybe cream. So if you see this vehicle, like following you, just acting suspicious.
I just wanted to share that though, because I didn't want people to see her thumbnail and be like, oh, wait, they found the, no, that has obviously been there a while. Cletus even talked about there was some rust. I went and listened just to verify that it had nothing to do with this. No, it does not.
Around you while you're doing anything with the Sebastian Rogers case, definitely report it to the police. So just be on the lookout, guys. Be on the lookout, because like I said, we're trying to retrieve a tag number.
We are trying to retrieve a tag number. Who's we, Don B? You and your fucking 5 hairs on your head?
Don't know how good we're going to be at getting that. I think we're.
How are you going to get a fucking mysterious tag number when they couldn't even, the people searching on the ground don't have it on camera, didn't see a plate?
We're going to be pretty successful at getting that. But this vehicle may be related to some possible stalking and other forms of harassment that's been associated with the
Talk about inciting harassment of a random person who drives a white vehicle in Tennessee.
case. So I just wanted to throw this out there to you guys. Investigation is still ongoing. I'll just
Investigation is ongoing.
tell you that. So if you see this vehicle, just be careful. Be careful. Don't know where this vehicle's going to end up at.
That bird behind him on that fucking screen has more intelligence.
It does look like it's got a Tennessee tag on it, but just can't make out the numbers. It is a Tennessee vehicle, more likely. So just be careful, guys. Like I said, there's an investigation being done into the vehicle, and we'll see what comes of it. So anyway, stay safe, and
There's an investigation being done into the vehicle. Okay. Let's go back over here to the fun one when this all transpired. Okay. Let's go back over here. All right. Let's go back to the chat. Let's watch how the chat goes. Okay, here we go.
Looked like a 4-door station wagon, white
I'm going to read you some of the comments like I did last night that were popping up in his chat, especially from Guidance, because she said she was texting with Nick's team.
Okay. And then one other thing, hold on. A lot of people
We
do
didn't catch it on camera because we weren't next to the car. We were in the woods.
Yeah.
They flat out say we did not catch it on camera because we were in the woods.
And people want to help. So the contribution
Sorry,
that I got missed.
Yeah. Sorry, I'm a little pissed off right now.
No,
It's
you
like,
know,
come on, man. You know what I mean? Like,
I understand.
what the hell? Freaking the belt. Nothing at all, man. I'm gonna put it on mute real quick.
It seems like when they don't have nothing at all
Sorry, everyone.
on,
I did want to get
what happens.
your comments across. It's a very, very stressful thing.
Yeah, dude, I don't see it at all. How you doing? How you doing? I'm okay. Trying to figure out how my belt came off my car.
Trying to figure out how his belt came off. Some random person approaches him because obviously they were parked in an area where there's a lot of traffic.
Straight clean off my car. Yeah.
Yes, Trevor. Yes.
Yeah.
For his safety. This is fucking insane.
I don't understand it, man. I can't.
Well, Granny, they're all close to you.
There's like no chunks of it or nothing.
I don't know.
No, I mean, it didn't even make any noise. Like usually if it's going to be like wearing down or whatever, it'll make.
Trevor Lee, there's like 101 streams of him talking about how he has to live stream at all times. He even breaks about having multiple devices going. 4K. I called it 4D last night. He's streaming in 4K so they don't miss anything. They have multiple cameras going because of his safety and protection. And here we are. It's mind-blowing. And people fall for it.
Make like a squealing noise so then you know, oh, hey, let me check this belt, and then you replace it. But it just straight, everything was fine. And then we were taking off, and then all of a sudden I thought my tire was flat because it was stiff steering. And all of a sudden then I look up and all my dash lights, this light's going off, this light's going off. I'm like, what the hell? So we pull over and park, and then that's when we noticed that that belt was just clear gone. Do you have probably like a 1/2 inch wrench? Do you know? Because I think I left my tools at home. I'm Chris, by the way.
Oh my God. These guys are just too much. Too fucking much. The dramatics, the antics, unnecessary.
Thanks, everyone.
Unnecessary.
I'll let him know as soon as things settle down.
Why do they want to paint the narrative that people that are out searching are being threatened? Why? Sounds like user error. Yeah. I mean, truly. Yep. Like it's just unnecessary.
Down a little bit.
Wait till
and thank you.
There's the chat.
X of 3333. I hope that's how you say your name. And I've started that for you. I'll let him know as well soon. Sorry, everyone. I just I don't want to get too involved. I'm sure it's very stressful for both of them right now.
So stressful being in a parking lot, missing a belt. Parts store a couple miles away.
And thanks for your patience.
Vehicle problems happen to all of us that have vehicles. It just happens.
Well, we kind of never really know what's going to happen with on location and searching stuff.
They're so stressed out. This is so upsetting.
It is upsetting, Norma. I know.
So upsetting.
I'm worried for them, but
they're worried for them. Prayers for their safety.
They have to carry on, investigating and see what actually happened.
They have to carry on Oh my God. Jesus, take the wheel. Or the damn fucking tire next time.
Hi, Uncle Todd.
Guidance enters the chat. What are the odds of 2 separate cars, same issue, same area, ... They really need to report this. Red flag, red flag, red flag, red flag. I'm more afraid of the attacks they got the last time they were there.
Yes, for everyone just coming in, CJ and Trevor on mute, they're just dealing with some issues.
We're going to watch issues. Escalate.
They will be back as soon as they can.
Do 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 do. The chat's just amping him up. Uncle Taco even pops in. Why, Uncle Taco? Round 2, fall tour. Somebody said it was the fall tour. Why are they regurgitating the same old song and dance bullshit that they did months ago? Everybody is doing the same shit. We're being threatened. We're doing this. We're fucking seriously.
I think they're okay. They're just on mute. They just need to talk a little bit.
They're on mute. Guidance says, Kid Kitty, which is his mom, I texted Nick's team. What is Nick's team going to do about this? A serpentine belt being missing. Why does
All right, hold on.
team need to be texted?
Okay, so I think.
And for anybody that's coming in way late, CJ supposedly, again, Tony played weird games, but CJ got sent a cease and desist by Seth. He'd been out there filming and trying to get access to behind the Proudfoot's home, yada, 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 before, but he was sent a cease and desist by Seth. He talked about it in June. If you go back to the beginning of the stream, you can see all that. But now here we are. He's back out there searching. And people in his chat are texting Seth's team, aka Nick, because his serpentine belt's missing.
I have no idea, dude.
Say it ain't so.
I got these two. Here we go. I do have some shit with me here. This is
Somebody in his chat says this is the reason why it's important that everything is recorded, and I'm glad CJ does. This is too sus.
probably it right here, I bet. Nope. It's got to be a 1/2 inch or 9/16.
Guidance pops back in. Kid Kitty, I'm texting with Nick's team. I need as much info on as possible on car, license, etc., so we can find out. Stop sign, stop sign, stop sign, stop sign, red flag, red flag, red flag, red flag, red flag, run plates, etc. Ma'am, what? Run fucking plates? What? If you zoom in on your screen, you can see it.
Too big.
So because he lost a belt, they need to run plates of a vehicle driving.
Ooh, here we go.
Road?
Okay. Yep. It's rusted. I can't tell what it is, but oh shoot.
He says, I want to make sure I give correct information. Well, then give the correct information that they couldn't make out the make and model of even the fucking vehicle, let alone a plate.
I don't know if I have the socket that goes with it, or the ratchet. There it is. All right. Rusty ass shit. Yeah. All right, so this will work. All right, so now, well, I'm gonna have to.
We're back to deep breathing.
So alternator, serpentine belt. This is serpentine belt. I don't know if I have it. Shoot, I think my headset died.
Can you hear me?
Oh yeah, I can hear you. Okay, I thought maybe my headset died.
I was just trying to give you guys.
His mod says to Guidance, he just said 4-door station wagon, didn't see license.
Space, not talk too much.
What the hell, man? This is. Where's my freaking?
You can't make this shit up. He asked what color car. They say white.
Trying to find a crowbar.
Am's got one you can borrow.
No, I think it was just that one, if I'm not mistaken. But that's why I'm going to try and find that crowbar and then kind of bend it and see. How in the hell? I'm going to have to reach. Damn.
I mean, they are just amping the chat up. People don't like when strangers are on their private property. He wasn't on private property. Guidance comes in the chat. I need CJ to reach out to me for Nick Dog's team or Narked. My email is in the description on my channel ASAP. I have some info. Stop sign, stop sign, stop sign, stop sign. Fucking drama. The drama. So
This is ridiculous, man.
Really is.
Now we got to make a freaking car repair. What the hell, man? All right. Should
we're gonna get to a couple more per comments and then we'll be done. That's how it makes a difference. He deserves it.
I was gonna say maybe we should start another one later, but I kind of almost just want to stay live just in case something fucking happens.
Yeah.
He wants to stay live just in case something happens.
Yeah. Please be safe.
While we're fixing it.
Oh no.
Yeah, it does. Okay, so there we go. Okay. So that's, yeah. Oh, there we go. I think I pretty much know. I just got to get the right one.
Why?
What? It is fucking hot. No, it's just the outside of it.
My lord.
Yeah. Let me push it back. I don't.
They're really amping it up. Like somebody definitely.
There's one right here too. It goes all the way down into there.
Holy shit.
The thing is I don't know how I'm gonna.
My head hurts.
This fucking thing ain't worth a shit. Yeah.
Lord bless us all.
All right.
Heavy breathing. It's intense.
This sucks, man. We shouldn't even this takes an hour. It's gonna take. Yeah.
CJ, in chat, guidance says that there's information and that you should reach out. So can I do that for you while you're busy with that?
Guidance what?
Guidance. It says I need CJ to reach out to me for Nick/Dog team or not. My email is in my description of my channel ASAP. I have some info. Do you want me to do that for you while you're busy?
To send info? Sorry.
Guidance says that they have info. I think it's about the situation. So
really?
I can do it for you while you're busy.
Yeah. What do you?
Her new comment, Guidance's new comment in chat is, okay, I have relayed that info plate from Nick and Dog.
What are they going to email or something? I guess somebody has
on your screen now.
Yes. So I'll contact Guidance and then I'll let you know in the private chat.
Okay. About. Can you say what they said again, real quick? Hold on.
Oh
is your phone in your car? Go ahead and listen to what Rosie's saying when she says it, because I can't make it speaker. Hold on, Rosie, so he can hear what you're saying too. Okay, go ahead.
Guidance says I need CJ to reach out to me for Nick/Dog's team or NART. My email is in my description on my channel. ASAP, I have some info.
Yeah. Yeah, go ahead and
I'll
just message Discord or something.
Kib Kitty in the comment section says, Rose, Guidance relayed the plate info. What fucking plate info? How did we get here? How? We didn't. Is she connected to Don B? Is Guidance connected to Don B?
What the hell, man? This is why. I hope they didn't ruin my damn car, man.
Here we go with the dramatics of hope the car's
So, running a damn car without a serpentine belt, bro, that'll F your car up, bro. Yeah, and that's what it was doing. I don't know, dude. It's a dummy light shit.
Bro.
Yeah. I swear.
This is so embarrassing.
I mean, that's a good way to make me not come back, huh?
A good way to make me not come back.
Ruin my fucking engine.
Oh.
Because it don't take nothing for them to put their fucking arm right underneath my goddamn car and fucking slice that son of a bitch, dude.
Oh, for those that didn't hear that before, let's go back just a second here. I'll slow it down so you guys can hear that in real time. His accusation of the belt bandit.
What
There
the
you
hell,
go.
man? This is.
Oh God.
Why?
Oh.
I hope they didn't ruin my damn car, man.
Oh man.
Just, running a damn car without a serpentine belt, bro. That'll F your car up, bro.
Fucked, bro.
Yeah, and that's what it was doing.
No.
I don't know, dude. It's a dummy light shit.
Oh.
Yeah.
Who's got a white car in Tennessee?
I swear.
That they don't like? Oh, Strutter, they will.
I mean, that's a good way to make me not come back, huh?
A white Pinto. You
Ruin
guys
my
are
fucking
the best.
engine.
Oh my gosh, you guys are the best. White
'Cause it
Arcadia,
don't take
white
nothing
Pinto.
for
You guys
them to
are
put their fucking
fabulous.
arm right underneath my goddamn car and fucking slice that son of a bitch, dude. The fuck?
Somebody could have just reached up there and sliced that son of a bitch right out. Meanwhile, if they were parked on pavement, there might not be like a drag mark, but if they were parked on gravel, there would have been a drag mark of somebody, crawling, because he's got a little car, a little red car.
The fuck?
This is so
This
ridiculous.
shit makes me angry as hell, dude. Like,
It's unbelievable.
like meet me in a fucking parking lot kind of shit, dude.
What are you gonna punch him in the what? Meet you in the parking lot for what?
It'd be nice to see the belt. When? Yeah. Yeah. That's what happened to your truck? Really?
Oh.
Really? I would like to see the belt because I'd like to see the damn thing tore up. That's what I would like to see, because then I would feel better, like, okay, maybe it did tear apart, but the fact that you can't even find the belt. Yeah.
Oh my God. The dramatics.
Double check your truck too, bro.
Make sure you look at everything.
Double check your stuff.
Just make sure your serpentine belt's there. That bandit's on the loose. Somebody says in the chat, I'm just so mad over this case. Why isn't Ellie doing anything about them damaging people's personal property to keep them from searching? It's a broken fucking belt.
No, it's just hot.
Hey, Buttercup. I do. I'm proving a point.
I know.
Because unfortunately, that whole situation last night, Don B came out with a new vehicle, a 2009 GMC Arcadia today, acting like they're doing some investigation.
Oh, man.
Oh, my buddy Samantha Joy that called the cops on my chat, that one. She says, we need to get CJ a dash cam front and back view.
We would have seen a belt. We would have seen the belt. A piece of it, a chunk of it. We barely drove through the spot, so there's only a limited area that it would be at.
Oh Lord.
All right. I gotta try and figure out.
Figure what out? That your belt's missing? Go get your belt. Fix the freaking car. What are you figuring out there? Trolling for memory? So this whole situation has now turned into they're investigating for a white vehicle that's out here supposedly fucking with searchers. Before it was a gold SUV. And according to the fake dog handlers, it was
But
black.
that's the thing. It's like, what do you call it in as? A runaway?
And the black SUVs that the dog handler, Steph, the one that flew from California to Tennessee with the dogs from Chewy that was non-existent ever. That lady, she claimed she was followed around by black SUVs. Yeah. Can they just pick one? But magically, nobody's ever caught any. We know that was a total bullshit story. But all of these other people who have been boots on the ground, what they call themselves, have never been able to prove or show any of these vehicles that are harassing them.
Way serpentine belt that we don't know where it went. I mean, they're going to look at us like we're crack babies, and they're going to be like, so you want me to make a report for a serpentine belt that disappeared and you don't know what? Yeah, right. Yeah. No.
Don't make a report to law enforcement, but call Nick and Dog's team so they can run plates of that we don't even know what they were. Okay, gotcha. That makes sense.
If we actually seen somebody by the vehicle, if it hung out at the top. Yeah. So it wasn't even next to it. It was just hanging out up on top. It was almost like maybe it was a lookout, you know? Hey, they're not coming back. Don't worry, you got 5 more minutes.
So an account by the name of Sweet Tea and Sunflower says it was probably the Proud Socks, one of the two. They probably watching you search online. They try to be vindictive. If there's no belt, they cut it and probably to it. I definitely make a police report about.
Kind of BS. Oh man. Well, we were trying to search all day.
Somebody else in the chat says, this gives me bad vibes. According to what I've heard about this case, a certain person had been replacing a serpentine belt for a friend the weekend Sebastian went missing.
We even got here at 7:30 in the morning. And we planned on being here until dark.
You can't make this shit up. These guys are terrible at this. Like, what's the point? There is a missing child. Samantha's coming in and she says, please tell CJ I'm going to purchase him a dash cam for front and back of his vehicle. I'll send him an email once I purchase it so I can get info on where to send it. Of course, you know, this makes so much sense. No,
Dude, I'm
reported as a report.
I'm scared it did something to my engine, man.
Tampering.
I'm like nervous as hell it did something to my engine.
He's
the whole time I've had this thing, all the miles I've driven, I've never seen that light pop on, dude.
Never. No lights popped on. Nobody's home.
Yeah, because it wasn't probably the cooling fan wasn't kicking on and the systems weren't. Yeah. Basically.
That same account that blamed this on the Proud Socks says they fuck, and that's what she said. The Proud, I'm pretty sure. Proud Socks. The Proud Foot family, Bauer Socks. She put them together anyways. They fuck with everyone that comes down. That's the same account that said that earlier.
Runs
There's no proof that they're doing anything. No proof. You need a 360 camera inside your car.
Yeah, that's what it's. Yeah.
It must be someplace somebody is watching. They are so fucking dramatic.
Yeah.
This is embarrassing, like truly embarrassing.
And it's like, why would that vehicle? Going all right, man.
Anyways, you get the gist of it. They amp them up. And today, just again, so everybody once again knows how this got here. So people are aware of the bullshit that's coming down the. This is where we're at today. So we've gone from that bullshit to now Don B with this bullshit today. There's no proof of this car ever in the area. They didn't even know the make and model of the car. None of it. We know that CJ had a lot of shit to say. He's played these stupid games back and forth. Now Don B is in on it. Going with their, still investigating. They couldn't even see a plate, but you hear guidance in there amping them up that she's texting with Nick and Dog's team and so on and so forth. It's just absolutely unfucking real. And all of this for what? For what? And he thinks he deserves appreciation for being out there searching. Anybody have any questions in here? I think I wrapped that up with a pretty little bow for you, so everybody can see how we got from one part to the other and how the misinformation just trickles down. I'm assuming that we'll have some more channels going over this mysterious white vehicle that they don't even know what the make and model was. This is just unfreaking real. Yeah, Lisa, that'll be next. Oh, he went on to pretend that this whole dramatic thing might, have blown his engine. At first, he thought it was his tire being low. I have no idea. This is just stupid. Thank you, Sammy. You can't make this shit up. Y'all, if you think about it, every case they do this. They pick sides and they drive home over and over again. So one thing I will say, like, I caught some of the Joneson had asked Brittany J to identify and list all the red flags that she had seen. I watched some of it and I just sat there in awe. The red flags that they're pointing out are things that about personalities, parenting. If you want to pick anything like that out, those aren't true red flags. They are personal issues that you want to make out of somebody saying anything about cleaning the bedroom. That was one of them. How dare he make him clean his bedroom in the way he said it? A 16-year-old or 16-year military man, if you've ever lived with anybody that was in the military and likes to have things orderly, that's not shocking. And the way they react about all of it and make it into this big red flag, can you find things? Absolutely. Absolutely, if you're looking for them, but the red flags that they're identifying, let me just say this very clearly. If that table was turned and Brittany was in their shoes, oh, the shit that would be said because of what she puts out here on live. They would have a ton more to work with that's problematic than the shit that they're making up with the Proudfoot family. Truly, it's really scary. So just remember, like, they're going to dissect everything that you do and say because they're the perfect parents. Meanwhile, if any of them were in these shoes off of their own shit, oh, hell no. Keep it moving. My grandfather was a Navy sailor, and he, up until the end, he was so orderly and clean. And even when I traveled with them, like, we were in a fifth wheel, I had spots for my stuff, and it wasn't like he was abusive because they liked, I'm OCD. My girls clean their fucking room and it is spotless. Somebody's like, they're never going to clean it to your standards. Yeah, they do. Yeah, they do. And they don't even have to be like, sometimes they have to be reminded. Oh, Kimberly, thank you for the support. It's probably how I say beg too. Oh, yeah, the whole Micah Miller case that he exploited the shit out of too. When he got the cease and desist and threw his big old fit, then he went into that case and oof. Right? Right? And why is nobody reporting it? Anal retentive, right, Maggie? Yep. Why is there's all these supposed threats. What are they amping up for again? What are all these distractions about again? If you go back to the base of this case, there's no new information. All there is noise and distractions from the people who have inserted themselves. The base of the case has not changed. Nothing has changed. And if you go back and see, every time a new team member comes in, I mean, we watched Tony right there lie to Brittany about CJ getting a cease and desist in the beginning of the stream, if you came in late. Why are all the distractions? Why are they rage baiting people? Why? It makes no sense. Unless there's ventures that they're trying to do. Doesn't make sense. Absolutely, Kim. Every time, though. Every time there's something Uncle Tacos come back around, the whole little group has just circled around again with new members. Yeah, they do. Timu. Yep, they do. Oh, of course, Emily, because they have nothing else. Oh, by the way, I want to talk. I got some clips. Like maybe I'll do that later tonight. I want to play some Betty clips about. Do you guys remember when she was making a huge fuss about the bruising on Sebastian's neck that they found on the photo? Remember when she was trying to make a big ordeal out of that? The bruising around his neck, and she was trying to imply that it was from Chris, even though Chris hadn't been anywhere in the vicinity since the beginning of February. Remember that? And when we started pushing back on that bruising and asking questions because the coloring of the bruising and where he was out of his own words, why did she all of a sudden, Betty no longer talks about that bruising whatsoever? Yeah, revival, absolutely. You know, that's the thing is the people out there searching, no matter if you agree with who's out there or not, but no matter what side of the team they are, if SF and those guys were to come across something, they will claim that it was planted or it's to cover up something for this person. Like no matter what happens here, they will, though these people, because they're bound, determined. And here's how dangerous this is. It is so dangerous for people to incite the fact that something horrific happened to this kid and he's no longer with us because people aren't actively looking. They have done such a good job at trying to, the worst case scenario, everybody. That's what they're trying to put in everybody's head, that something horrific happened. So people aren't even looking. People aren't even, and I mean like out in public. Think about Connor Jack Oswald. Oswalt. Went missing from California. He was picked up 25 months later in Nevada. Had an altercation with a cop, gave him his name of Connor Jack, Connor Oswalt, but they spelled it with a D, and one other. I'll have to go look. But I think I want to detail that case with you guys too, because he had interaction with law enforcement in Nevada and nobody connected it. He was considered a John Doe because he didn't have, from my understanding, any identification. Then he made it to Park City. And finally in Park City, after a while, when he was approached by an officer, I don't remember how many months later, but that's how they found it, that he was a missing child. You know how many kids, look at Alicia Navarro from here in Arizona. 4 years. She was found in Havre, Montana, right under everybody's noses. She was groomed out of her house, and all of the agencies were involved too, going through devices, and they never found anything there. Yeah, isn't that crazy, X? Crazy. There's so many of them. It's just wild. And people are wondering, like, why isn't national news media picking up on this? Because they do pick up on cases like Elizabeth Smart, the Connor Jack one. I mean, because this one has so much bullshit in it. Yeah, she wanted taken off the list so she could get an ID. Yep. Absolutely, Miss Blue. It's way too dangerous for them out there. And they were asked by law enforcement to not. Can you imagine if they did go out and search? Here's my problem with that. No matter if they did go out and search, if they found something, they're going to say, everybody's going to say, of course, they planted it, they tampered with something. They're in a lose-lose situation. A lose-lose situation. And the same thing for Seth, though, too, I believe. But one thing I do find interesting is that, to me, it doesn't sound like Seth's local police department knew about Sebastian being missing. Did anybody else catch that? Like, get that feeling that Clarksville didn't really know much about the missing child at all, and that's his local area? Let me walk through the house right quick. I'm going to mute. Sammy, you know how it goes when they try to confront me. They spin circles. It's just the stupidest shit. I don't give a shit who's pissed about me putting out these videos. I do nothing but use their own words and walk stuff back to show discrepancies in their own stories. I don't do anything, and that's truly what I do. You guys know that. I use their own words to debunk their own fucking bullshit and show the twists and turns in their stories. It really is like, what the hell? Yeah, isn't that fucking crazy, K Miller? They're just picking white cars now. And you know it will grow from here. Hey Shop, I hope you and the little one are doing great. Absolutely, Sheila. Absolutely agreed. Isn't that weird, Feisty Nana, though? See, that's so weird to me. And we know for a fact that he was out talking to the neighbors at Seth's place. So if he was, I mean, he obviously had a presence in the area, right? I don't know. That just, I don't know. And they've spent so many time in Clark's, like these people that have gone down for all these vigils and stuff. You would think that they would have put him, I don't know. Something just feels really off about that. Good Shop. Oh, I'm so glad that you have some help. I hope you're getting some rest. And I'm going to tell you another thing. Like I saw clips of the body cam when Betty was, when he tells the officers, I have a podcast on YouTube. Sir, you have a YouTube channel just like everybody else, but the way that it was said and how, I can't remember verbatim everything that transpired, but they made it into like people are jealous over him being, I don't, that just made me, it gave me really odd feelings. I know, Nicole, I need to, but I'm not good at that shit. I need to quit. I really need to just fucking quit, truly. I've been saying that for a while. It's my one horrible vice, that and Diet Coke. There's just a lot of weird shit. Again, I'm not implying at all that he has anything to do with the disappearance, but why the constant distractions? Why all of this? Sammy, get your troll accounts. Oh, yeah, that I'm such a rebel. I am. Oh, is Kyle in here? You guys always find him before I do. Keep it moving. That is such a good point, though. Like, there really are so many missing children. But if you go back to Jennifer Coffendorfer's own words, famous missing children, if you think about it, unless these cases have a social media presence, a lot of these people are uninterested. And that's really sad. Really fucking sad. Hey, babe. I've always been a rebel without a cause. Right? Do our Diddy. I agree with that. Donna, I believe there's a lot of games being played for sure. 100%. I think we've seen that all along. Revival, I'm so glad you're back though. But I'm glad you got to go too. You needed that. Feisty Nana, but if you go back to the beginning, there was always deflection. That's why I'm spending the rest of the day clipping some of these, because I want to have clips of some of the team in the beginning, because so many people don't realize how many juggling acts were done in the beginning of this. Oh, and by the way, I just want to say this because other people have talked about it. Chasing brought it up the other night, which I had no idea, with Trevor Lee. Y'all know me and Trevor have had like our little back and forth. Trevor and I are cool, in my opinion. Like, I think he's got a lot of potential. That young man has a lot ahead of him. And I think he learned a horrible lesson in this situation and was used. But what is being done and said about Trevor Lee by creators like Crime Lines and Lies. That is some of the most fucked up shit I have ever seen, and nobody deserves that shit. Nobody. I don't give a fuck if you hate somebody. I don't know these people enough to hate any of them. But shit like that will make me hate you. What Brooks is doing to Trevor Lee is so uncalled for. And whoever else that was involved in that shit, that is absolutely fucking disgusting to even insinuate that he is of that sort. And all because he was vulnerable and shared a story of his personal life. Truly disgusting. And to see these people, like, I remember watching videos of her being all like, Trevor Lee, he's such a good friend of the channel. Yeah, Trevor wasn't here last night with us too. Trevor had me in tears laughing. He's fucking hysterical. Yeah, Feisty Nana. What for? What for? I don't know. It's just fucking gross. I don't understand it. There's a lot of weird shit. It's just uncalled for what he was doing, though. Really uncalled for. Yeah, he is. He's freaking hysterical when he gets going. Hysterical. He was, you want a good laugh, go read his comments last night when we were talking about this stuff. It was good. The chat always gets me going on ones like this, though, because you guys are always so left field about like, oh, here we go. Chasing. It's like watching Spanky. People always ask me, why don't I review Spanky more often? Because it's seriously miserable. Maximum effort. Okay, so Am and I had a conversation about stuff like that, like just kind of like people out there searching and stuff. I don't think there's been any proof. Well, we didn't go into this, but is that a potential of somebody doing something like that? Yeah, that's why I think it's super, unless you are SAR certified and like with Midwest EquiSearch or something like that. I think there's just been too much fuckery. Look at Terry Lynn. Look at the pants situation. I don't think they were planted. Let me be clear. I think she just stumbled across a pair of pants. They were not Sebastian's, but then we just heard that twisted last month that they were his. No, they weren't. That was confirmed that they weren't. The glasses. Like, there's just been so much fuckery. They were not his glasses. Law enforcement came out and confirmed that, but that was sus team members that found that. Like, there's just so many issues here. I don't know. Like, just too much. Ooh, chasing. Please do. I heard she talked shit about, I might be wrong on this because I have not watched it fully myself. I just caught a little bit of it. I've been trying to give her a break to see how much she still unravels, and she still unravels even with me not putting pressure on. It's fucking hysterical. But I got one for her coming up, and I'm not going to tell you guys or give it away of what I'm doing, but you guys are going to. Janice, thank you. I'm not telling you guys what I'm doing, but I got it. I got a good one coming up on that one for you guys. What was I saying? Shit. Bella wanted in. Something about, oh, her shit talking Rowena. Weren't they mocking Rowena's voice? Were they mocking Rowena's accent? Is that correct? If they were, I find that fucking ironic because she sat there and fucking bawled her eyes out and cried a fucking fit. I don't know if she was actually shedding tears, but she blubbered on and on about how people were mocking her accent not long ago. We are doing a timeline. I'm actually clipping all the way back. Flower Nana. I have a timeline. I have calendars of the team. I have a whole whiteboard set up. I have 2 whiteboards going. What I'm doing right now, I was going to do that today, but I got sidetracked because I really want to paint a narrative here. Not paint a narrative. I want to use their own words to show you how they've painted these narratives from start. I don't want to paint a narrative, so I want to use some of their own words. So I'm going back and clipping some things that were deleted too. Like some stuff from the Terry Lynn interview, some of the characters that inserted themselves, who they were aligned with, what they were talking about in the beginning. So it's a little bit more than that. But we are going to go back and do that. It just might take me a couple days because now I added more to my plate. I've got my 3 notebooks ready. My calendar's ready. The whiteboards are ready. I made me a new sheet to kind of go through and follow. But now I'm going back and grabbing these clips. And you guys know I'm anal about my clips. How are you mocking Rowena's accent, though, when you're... whatever. The whiteboards, that's going to be interesting, I hope. And it'll be an interactive one because so many of you will have details that I forget. So it'll be a really good like team event of, we don't have a team, but everybody like remembering things and putting things into place too. I just don't know how they mock one accent and then cry about their own. I don't get it, but that's where we are. Rockabit, why are you sitting on your hands? You don't have to sit on your hands over here. You know, you can say whatever the fuck you want. Oh, wow. Yeah, I don't know Phantom White Station Wagon. I don't know why. I mean, she turns it on. She turns it on when she like the really sweet voice and stuff, and it is what it is. I mean, I get petty too and mock all sorts of shit. So give me the opportunity and I do it. Little Daisy, I disagree with that to the point of the fact that their jobs, their relatives, their personal information is included is unnecessary, in my opinion. I don't know much about her situation, but there's been timelines out here for quite some time. In fact, somebody before I even did my calendars did a timeline. It was, I think somebody had gone in and like bumped things around, but it was pretty extensive too. But that seems to follow a lot of the drama aspects, not like the main key points of the team, in my opinion. So, but I also think it included a lot of unnecessary things, like their personal information. Like those are law enforcement things. Again, I see that being unnecessary and harmful to the parents of a missing child and their loved ones to include that stuff, especially publicly, even though, yes, you can find it. It's still unnecessary to continue to put it out. Oh, yeah, Rock. Yeah. 100% there always is going to be. You know how it goes. A doc sheet yesterday. Well, it truly is. If you're going to hear creators talk about having their personal information put out there, that same respect should be given to parents of a missing child, correct? No, I don't think anybody's saying that her accent's fake at all. BJ was mocking it from what we're talking about. I don't think anybody's saying it's fake. I don't know. We should have the same. I got the same energy for all of it. If you're going to do fuck shit to the parents of a missing child, don't cry when it's done to you. Right? That's where I stand. I also have a different rule on the whole doxing thing, so let's be very careful because y'all know where I stand on that. I was doxed by fucking one person, then it was carried over to a 90,000 channel, and once I was doxed, I was doxed. I turned my camera on, and hello, if I had to do it all over again, I would have never even came on here with an anonymous or a voice changer. Would not do that because there was nothing to hide. I don't give two fucks, but for me, once you're doxed, you're doxed. They can regurgitate it to new audiences, and it's unnecessary for sure. And it's harmful. Oh, yeah, Little Daisy. I get that. Yeah, for sure. That is helpful. Because there's so many videos. I have my own like key that goes with my calendars. And I just stopped sharing it because it encouraged all sorts of fuckery. Like it really did. Like it was counterproductive. It was good for a use for me, but Phantom White Station Wagon, just so you know, I do not have a criminal history. I have a bankruptcy. I did almost go to jail one time, but it was dismissed before anything even happened. And that was so stupid. That was the dumbest thing ever. My mom also went with me. It didn't even go to court. it was a total mix up, like a total like fuckery on the police departments. And I've talked about that and shown the dismissal online too. I have nothing to hide over here. I don't even have a traffic ticket. I got a warning, and I was so proud of my warning that I came on here and was like, look it, I finally got a warning for running the stop sign. And I don't care about people's criminal records, truly. For me, well, yes and no. I guess yes and no. I do, but I don't. I think people can change and become amazing people. Like I know some incredible people with terrible pasts, but I also know some real pieces of shit that have no criminal history. So there's that. You can't really judge a book by its cover as far as a record. Exactly, Cash. Some change, some do not, for sure. Ooh, Kimberly, yeah, that I can understand that. There you go, Cammie. Totally understand that one. That makes sense. Yeah, it would have to have some like reflection of my life. Agree with that I care. Online, I think it's kind of a thing I expect almost. I don't know. You smiled in your mugshot. To that. Yeah, but wasn't she? Am I right that she was just crying about being doxxed not long ago herself? I don't know. These people are, it's so weird. White Pinto, yeah, there's a few. Yeah, Phantom White Station Wagon, that makes sense. I think that it's the intent behind of why they're resharing it is problematic. In this situation of what they're doing, it's games. They were doxing or pulling out records today of SF, for instance. They were pulling out records and they're claiming it's SF, when in reality, others are saying, I don't pull nothing like that on him. So I don't know what's what, but they were pulling records on SF. Yeah, Granny, you've always been open with it though, haven't you? Like it was nothing. It was just the intent of resharing it and going after your family, right? That's what, if I'm correct, I haven't watched all the streams on that yet. Yeah. Over 42, right. And it's not even him. Yeah, that's the crazy part. Yeah, Granny, that makes sense of it being your family. Absolutely. I've told about my family, so well, my sister just got out of prison, so that's why I'm like, you're not going to take my power. I'll share what I share. The wrong records on SF, like that's problematic. Brantley, you know what? The people have to share their stories. Here's the thing. Do you think there's a perfect victim? Am and I talk about this all the time, and she got me really thinking about that. There is no perfect victim. There is no, like, so many people have passed. Everybody does. A lot of us are in our 40s or older. Sorry, it blew my nose. I should have muted. Marigold, it's because it doesn't fit the narrative she's pushing right now. If you think about it, go back to even the Marvon case. If you go back to the Marvon case and look at the same thing, this is where I get really irritated. People are like, you were so terrible to Letitia. You were this. No, if you actually go back and listen, we had a lot of empathy for Letitia, but multiple things can be true at the same time. She can be in a bad situation, a grieving mother. She can also exploit her own child. You can have empathy, but see things for what they are too. She played into it. We knew that they were exploiting her, the YouTubers. It's the same thing. They picked a side on that, Dre versus the biological family members, and they rode that out, and they flipped from side to side, and none of them cared about the facts. It's the same exact wash, rinse, repeat. Is that being said, Granny? Yeah. Yeah. Agree with that, Am, too. It just doesn't, it was the purpose of going further after that. But that's what they're doing. Like, and they're being evasive about what they're doing too. Like, it's just rage baiting. It's rage baiting. Truly. It's a whole thing. It's for content farming. It's to amp things up. They need to amp things up to play the victimhood. Go back to when he was on with T-Rev and the talk about the 501c3. You don't have to. I'm clipping it for you. Crazy. All right, y'all. I'm going to get off here. I'm going to go finish the rest of my day. I got to go cook dinner. The addict shaming. But that happens all the time. Brantley, think about Molly Golightly, for instance. She calls everybody junkies. Junkies. That's her term, not mine. That's her term. So many of them do that. I've heard so many imply over the last couple days, are you using? Are you using? And then they themselves will say that they have a past of addiction, but they turn around and do it to others. Fucking drives me nuts. What? Oh, chasing. Just like we were expected to know everything that was said 3 years ago. And when we were like, no, that's already been, like, we're not going. Yeah. If you're in a chat, though, if you're in a chat. No, Marigold, she did. Fuck. Crazy. That's crazy. All right, you all have a wonderful rest of your day. If somebody else goes live, I will see you guys in the chat, I'm sure. If not, I will see you soon. Chasing, I will be looking for your live. Hey, Terry. Hi, Terry. Yeah, it's fucking fuckery. It's the same wash, rinse, repeat, though. Okay, I'm out. Bye.